Thursday, February 14 was the date we decided to start out on our trip to McGrath on the Iditarod Trail. Before we left, however, I had quite a few things to get ready. So here I'm putting runners on my sled. These plastic things here, which are similar to what's on a dog sled runner actually, get bolted onto the bottom of these plastic sleds. We're going to pull these behind us on our way to McGrath. They seem pretty sturdy. I hope they hold up. Oh, behind it there's one of the snowmobiles we're going to use. So of course I'm doing it the night before we want to use it. Wouldn't be natural to do it any other way. So I just got to drill these holes in and bolt these things on. Actually, correction, we're not using it tomorrow, we're using it the next day. So I'm doing it ahead of time. We had our first complication. Well, probably not actually the first. We got the trailer stuck in my driveway trying to get here. But we were trying to load the snow machines in that trailer parked behind the dump truck there, and we discovered that the trailer is too narrow. So Alan Reinford graciously loaned me his enclosed trailer back there. So I'm going to pull the sleds in that, because I can't fit 4 sleds in my setup, unfortunately. All right, we got our sleds all packed up. I'm hoping everything holds together. I got zip ties and so I think we're ready to throw these on the truck. And I think we're about ready to go. Mike's been up like 24 hours or so. So what a great way to start a big sled trip. We just finished getting the sleds ready. It's 1:30 a.m. Are you clear? Oh yeah, it can. All right, we are all packed up and ready to go. I don't know if you can see anybody except Marlene. All right, let's go to Willow. Boy, I'm all excited. What do you guys think? I can't wait to get snowmobiling. That might have been a little staged.
I just hope we don't die.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that too. There's Mike, ever the optimist. There's breakfast and lunch right there. Alright, go for it. No, well, maybe. I'm putting gas cans on here, but there might be more room.
Okay, I have straps in my backpack too.
I have straps in the truck.
Okay.
What's that? There's a glass for him. We need it.
Is this Alan's sled?
Unfortunately, that first day I didn't get much video along the trail because my one 360 camera failed, unbeknownst to me. So when it came time to go over the video footage, there was nothing there. So I've included a few of these pictures here from our first day on the trail. A recurring problem we had on the whole trip was the toboggans kept on hitching from the sleds. This became a major nuisance, and it was something we never fully fixed.
Here's the pin. We need to try and find the cotter pin that fell out. Yeah.
Even though the green light is on this camera indicating it's recording, it actually wasn't.
All right, so we're debating here. We're at, what is this, Skwentna or something. Some lodge along the Iditarod Trail. We got lost and somehow ended up here. And it's getting dark, and it's supposed to get down to like -30 tonight. So we're debating if we should go get lost again or stay here for the night. Shane, what do you think?
I'd vote on getting lost again.
Oh, you would?
No.
Oh, okay. Mike said he's okay with whatever, so he's very enterprising.
Everything but dying.
Yeah, well, I'd say let's reserve our rooms. And something else that would be a novel idea, we could actually go to sleep before like 3 in the morning. Here.
The Skwentna Roadhouse, as it's properly pronounced, is managed by a lady named Cindy. She does a really good job running the place, and she lives here year-round. I think it takes a special type of person to live in a remote place like this and handle all the snowmobilers that come through.
Getting ready to head out from the Skwentna Roadhouse. It's -17 this morning. Hey, can I get one of you guys to hold the fuel pump for me? Because I have to hand crank it. And it's hard to do both.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get my goggles warm.
Oh.
But I can come back in here too.
Yeah, just let your goggles in here and let them thaw
I
out.
want to wipe them out and so I get all the moisture out. But I couldn't do that on the trail, I think.
Here's the gas station. Fill her up, Mike. You just pump that and it puts the fuel right in your sled. Pretty slick. Are you thawed out?
His didn't work right.
We're having issues with Mike's helmet.
It's not my helmet.
Oh, your helmet heat. Oh no, the snowmobile. The snowmobile port for the heated helmet.
You know, riding it has issues with their helmet. Well, yeah, I guess I am having issues with my helmet.
Yeah. It was negative 23 here this morning.
Here we made a mistake and went the wrong way. We were trying to follow the Iron Dog Trail, which I mistakenly thought was the same as the Iditarod Trail, and neither trail went this way. But I thought for some reason the trail went down through Shell Lake, and so we followed it for a distance. Before long I noticed Shane and Marlene weren't behind me anymore, so I stopped to wait up for them, and unfortunately got stuck. This didn't alarm me much at first until I noticed a layer of slush under the snow. Slush presents several problems. With the extreme cold, it was possible to freeze the track to the ice, and also I didn't want to get all wet either. It was about negative 10 at the time. It's amazing there can even be slush when it's that cold, but I guess that's how it works. Before long, everyone else showed up. Shane or somebody had flipped the sled, and Mike had to help him dig out.
Should we try lifting it over? Oh, I don't want to get all wet. Shane, come.
While we were busy pulling our sleds out of the snow and getting rearranged and trying to figure out what to do, a helpful lady came out and told us we were not on the Iron Dog Trail anymore. She informed us that we had to go back to Shell Lake Lodge and go up through where we were already. So that was kind of disappointing that we went the wrong way.
one that created all this.
Probably. We're waiting on Shane and Mike. I think I know the problem. I swerved off the trail by accident. And Shane probably followed my tracks. He was trailing behind me a good bit, and that really wasn't where he was supposed to go. Maybe I'll walk down and try and dig him out. I'm afraid to turn around. The snow don't look deep. And it's not everywhere, but some places it's like 4 or 5 feet deep. And we're on running on a trail here. And I really finding I hate digging out sleds. We did nothing but dig and push in that crazy slush lake we went on by accident. Oh well, the scenery's really nice. I think I'll walk down there and give them a hand. Well, here's what was holding Shane and Mike up. Somebody sunk the sled, and it's because I got off the trail and Shane was following my tracks, and so he got sunk.
The snow is really deep.
Well, we moved it front a couple feet and got it stuck again. At least it's not snowing.
Or dark.
Well, it'll get dark eventually.
Hopefully we have it out by then.
I think we
The
will.
best thing is we're not that far from that lodge.
Right, yeah, we're still close to civilization, Alaska speaking. You think you should do a few more laps?
Yeah.
You think you should do a few more laps?
Yeah.
Because once we get this thing moving, let's get it moving for real.
I don't want to get you on video of getting run over.
No, I don't want that either. The easiest way to avoid that's to not get run over. Oh. Yep. Oh.
No.
Hey, we get a little better each time. Here's how you pack trail first to get a sled out. Oh, okay. Well, eventually I'll get it here. Yeah, alrighty. Now you want to kind of limber your knees a little. Ugh. I really wish I wouldn't have went on that diet. I could really do this better. Alright, that's enough.
Should've been on it.
Alright, good.
Now we can open the push to the button to allow us to.
Oh, we just slide this. Alright. Think that's good?
I'm gonna take it easy. We're not heading back. We're not heading back.
I think we'll go explore.
Oh, what if that happens again? I'm a terrible driver.
Here you can see the 3 holes where we dug that sled out 3 different times. One Mike's in. The next hole's past Mike a little bit. And the 3rd hole's to the right of Marlene. So we're hoping to avoid getting any more stuck, to say the least.
I stopped here because I was a little worried about the hill. I knew I would probably be fine, and it wasn't much of a hill, but it was sloped just a certain way I figured it would throw Shane's sled over. This was a dead end. We must have taken a wrong turn back a little bit. With the sun starting to set, we realized that we had better head back to Shell Lake if we wanted to get there before dark. As soon as the back end of the sled sank, I realized we were probably in for a rather long night.
Oh, there we are with another stuck sled. And of course it's getting dark.
Hopefully Alan doesn't see that.
Oh yeah, that's Alan's sled.
Why would he be mad?
Oh, I don't know. Don't anyone tell him.
Running out of options, we decided to spend the night in that trapper's cabin we had passed just a few hundred yards down the trail.
Here's our cozy cabin where we spent the night. Marlene and Shane slept in the loft. I don't know where Mike slept. I slept on the floor.
My head and shoulders here, my feet over there.
Oh, wasn't that uncomfortable?
Wow. Actually, I started out the night with my feet on the ladder. I was laid back, and that was uncomfortable. I didn't sleep very much.
I don't think anybody slept too much. Oh, Shane said he did. Oh, we're very thankful for this little trapper cabin. I hope the guy don't sue us for using it. I think I have his address here on the wall. I'm going to send him a healthy donation.
Because we didn't show up at any of the roadhouses the night before, a search and rescue was initiated. A helicopter was out looking for us, and state troopers were on snowmobiles. This was very humbling when we found out about it later.
All right, we just proof that miracles still happen. We got this snowmobile out of this hole. This morning it was all froze up. The track went turn. We had to chisel ice, or it wasn't ice, hard packed snow out of the track. But it sounds like the music of heaven up there with that thing running and out of the hole. Good job, Mike. Mike was the mastermind behind it, getting it out.
That's why we have a 5-foot hook deep hole.
We had gone almost 100 miles since Willow, and it had become obvious that the trail was now above our skill level. There was no fresh groom marks, and we weren't sure where to go, so we decided to turn back and head back to Willow. On our way back, we encountered this convoy of snow machines hauling freight to Shell Lake.
Yeah, I did wonder what happens if we meet somebody. Came a little early. These are the Iditarod Trail groomers. We should have waited till these guys went through it. We've been a lot easier. Well, we made it back. How's the food, Shane? Is it better than a mountain house? Well, the mountain houses are pretty good.
Not as good as that.
Marlene's embarrassed because we're not in McGrath. Well, here we're at our motel. We came here last night, but we were too tired to take any video. We basically wanted to jump into bed as fast as we could. Felt great not to have to feed the wood stove every hour. Our truck developed a new feature. You gotta climb out the passenger side. Well, Mike, you're heading off to home, but I hear you're coming back soon.
Yeah, we got unfinished business to take care of. Gotta make sure we get ourselves in McGrath.
I agree completely. So
We'll
we'll
be back in a couple weeks.
all right, sounds good. We'll have a safe trip home.
Hey, thanks for everything.
On March 7, 2020, we planned to try the Iditarod Trail again, and this time we were determined to make it the whole way to McGrath.